Welcome back to Car Craze. Today, we're diving into something unexpected, something that has Porsche fans buzzing with excitement and a bit of nostalgia. The 2026 Porsche 914 has arrived, and yes, it's a revival of the beloved mid-engine sports car from the 1970s. But don't expect a retro rehash. The new 914 is a bold reimagining, a modern in every sense, yet unmistakably true to its roots. This isn't just a tribute, it's a return to form. Let's go back for a second. The original Porsche 914 launched in 1969 as a collaboration between Porsche and Volkswagen. It was lightweight, mid-engined, and incredibly agile. While some dismissed it as the poor man's Porsche, those who actually drove it knew better. It handled like a dream, had perfect balance, and offered that raw connection to the road that made it a driver's favorite. Fast forward to today, and the 2026 914 seeks to recapture exactly that spirit, only with 21st century precision. So what exactly is the 2026 Porsche 914? It's a compact, two-seat, mid-engine coupe that bridges the gap between the 718 Cayman and the all-electric Mission R concept. In many ways, it's Porsche's answer to enthusiasts asking for a car that's lightweight, pure, and relatively affordably, at least by Porsche standards. And yes, it's a nod to the analog world in a digital age. Under the skin, the new 914 is built on a modified version of the 718 chassis, but with extensive use of aluminium and carbon fiber to shave weight. The result: a curb weight just under 2,800 pounds, a figure that's almost unheard of in today's world of overbuilt performance cars. Porsche made it clear, this car is about feel, not flash. Under the hood, or rather, behind the seats, you'll find a 2.5-litre turbocharged flat-4 engine producing 330 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. That might not sound earth-shattering on paper, but in a car this light and balanced, it's more than enough to get your pulse racing. 0 to 60 happens in just 4.2 seconds, and the top speed is electronically limited to 170 miles per hour. But again, this car isn't built for straight-line dominance. It's all about the corners. For those asking, yes, there's a manual. A beautiful 6-speed, short-throw gearbox that's tuned for tight, satisfying shifts. Porsche knows its audience, and they know that the people who care about the 914 revival are the ones who still want to use a clutch pedal. That said, there is a 7-speed PDK dual clutch option available for those who want maximum performance and convenience. But if you ask us, the manual is where the magic lives. Now, let's talk about the design. The 2026 914 is clean, minimal, and refreshingly different from anything else in Porsche's current lineup. It's compact and squat, with wide rear haunches and a low-slung profile. The pop-up headlights are gone, replaced by thin leather strips that hint at the past without trying to replicate it. The rear end is classic Porsche, wide, planted, with a horizontal light bar stretching across the tailgate. And yes, the removable Targa roof is back. That might be one of the most nostalgic and best executed elements of the entire car. You can pop it off, stow it in the frunk, and enjoy open-air driving just like the original. Inside, Porsche has taken a minimalist approach. There's a strong focus on the essentials: a perfectly positioned steering wheel, analog-style gauges with digital inserts, and low-slung sport seats that keep you locked in place. Materials are a mix of leather, Alcantara, and brushed aluminium. No crazy touch panels or overwhelming screens, are just a driver-focused layout that feels premium without being excessive. Still, it's not without tech. There's a 10-inch touchscreen for navigation and media, integrated Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and a lightweight Bose sound system tuned for the small cabin. But everything's been kept simple. Even the climate controls are physical dials. Porsche wants you focused on the road, not buried in menus. Now, you're probably wondering about handling, and that's where the new 914 really shines. This car is a scalpel. It corners flat, turns in with razor-sharp precision, and gives you the kind of feedback through the wheel and seat that modern cars often filter out. Mid-engine balance makes it incredibly predictably whether you're trail braking into a hairpin or powering out of a long sweeper. It's forgiving, but it rewards skill. It reminds you what driving is supposed to feel like. Steering is electric, but it's been tuned to deliver the kind of natural weight and feedback you'd expect from an older hydraulic setup. Every bump, every change in camber, every adjustment of throttle, you feel it all. The suspension is firm but not punishing, with adaptive dampers that can adjust for street or track conditions on the fly. And the brakes are massive ventilated discs with 4-piston calipers, so are overkill for a car this light, which is exactly what you want when you're pushing it hard. There's also a performance package available. It includes a limited slip differential, sport exhaust, lightweight forged wheels, and stickier Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires. With the package, the 914 becomes an absolute weapon on twisty roads or at the track. Porsche even offers an optional track telemetry system that records lap times, G-forces, throttle input, and more, all viewable through the dash or your smartphone. Fuel economy? Surprisingly good. The Turbo 4 is efficient, and thanks to the light chassis, the 914 averages around 28 miles per gallon combined. Not bad for a car with legit performance chops. It's also relatively eco-friendly for what it is, especially with start-stop tech and a mild hybrid regenerative system built in to capture energy during braking. Pricing starts at around $64,000 for the base manual model, which puts it below the $718 Cayman in Porsche's hierarchy. With options and the performance package, you're probably looking at the mid to high 70s. Still, for a brand new mid-engine Porsche with genuine sports car dynamics and classic roots, it's actually kind of a deal. And it fills a niche that's been missing. In an era where cars are getting bigger, heavier, and more computerized, the 914 is small, light, mechanical, and emotionally engaging. It's not trying to be the fastest Porsche, or the most luxurious, it's trying to be the most fun, the most connected. The kind of car that makes you take the long way home, just to string a few more corners together. For enthusiasts, that's priceless. So where does this car fit in today's market? It's not really a direct competitor to anything. You could argue it goes up against the Alpine A110, if that ever came to the States, or maybe the Lotus Emira, though that's more powerful and more expensive. Really, the new 914 is in a league of its own. It's for people who miss the old days of driving but still want modern build quality and engineering. And here's the kicker: a Porsche has hinted at a possible electric variant down the line. Same chassis, same layout, but with an all-electric powertrain. That's not confirmed, but it could point to a broader future for the 914 as both an ICE and EV platform, much like what the Macan is doing. If they pull that off, we might be looking at a truly versatile and future-proof sports car. For now, though, the 2026 Porsche 914 is a pure celebration of driving. It's analog thrills in a digital world. And whether you're a long-time Porsche fan or just someone who loves great cars, this one deserves your attention. That's all for today on Car Craze. If you're into lightweight, mid-engine sports cars with real heritage and modern punch, the new 914 might just be your dream machine. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you buy the 914 over a Cayman or a GR Supra? Let us know. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep chasing the drive.